Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises and glory and fear to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, House of David being rebuilt, Grand Millstone. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, and the believers, men, women, and children, 1/3 of Israel that believe and take heed. The dead in Yahushai shall rise first. I'm gonna bring some precepts. But first, there's an article I want to touch upon from rtnews.com, where you can find it in many other websites. This is today, 11. Actually, it's happening Friday. Titled "Iranian President Points Finger at Israel After Assassination of Top Military Scientists Near Tehran." Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has blamed mercenaries of usurping Zionist regime for the assassination of Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, a military scientist who was accused by Israel of leading a nuclear weapons program in Iran. Once again, the evil hands of global arrogance were stained with the blood of the mercenary usurper Zionist regime, the Iranian president said in a statement, extending his condolences for the death of Fakhrizadeh. The term is used in Iran to describe the Israeli government, which Tehran does not recognize as legitimate. So Friday, it seems like they're reporting a nuclear scientist that was murdered. Let me bring up some precepts here. This is Isaiah 29. But this is another step towards the third woe, the third world war. This is Isaiah 29 verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. So a lot of people are not reading the scriptures. They're not aware of what's to come. Because it is sealed for them. But really, the book has been opened and revealed unto the elect. In 2/3 of our people. But this world is not of Yahushai. So they don't follow the book. They don't read the scriptures. They don't know what's happening in the world. And then verse 12 says, and the book is delivered unto him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned. Right? That's 2/3 of our people. They just don't even try to look for the Lord. They don't try to make themselves right. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips to honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. See, so they rather follow men than Yahweh Bashim Yashai. They're afraid of being kicked out of camp. If an apostle or elder say you gotta make a video a day, then they'll do it. But they don't do it because the scriptures say it. The scriptures has been saying all this time. But when the men says it, then they want to follow it. All you have to do is just read. It says verse 14, therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among these people, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsels from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? So we should be shining our knowledge. We should be blowing the trumpet and not doing the work in the dark. Verse 16, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? It is not yet a very little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall become esteemed as forest. So let me bring up another precept here. It says Matthew 10 verse 27. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. See, so we shouldn't be continuing in the dark. We was in the dark, we received this knowledge in the dark, but now we should be bringing it out to the world, and for the elect's sake, and basically to the world this book is sealed, but to the elect it's going to be open unto them. They're going to understand it. Let me continue, because if you don't repent, and if you don't have this light, then you're going to stay in the dark, and you're going to have to suffer the second death. The article continues saying, Rouhani added that the assassination shows the inability of the sworn enemies of the Iranian nation to stop the scientists' progress, and the depth of their malice and resentment. He added that younger Iranian scientists will step up and take Fakhreddin's place. So they have more scientists, younger scientists that are ready to work. But this is a big sign of the third woe. It says the scientist was reportedly ambushed. The scientist was reportedly ambushed by unidentified gunmen in his car outside of Tehran on Friday and died from his wounds in hospital. It's still unknown who carried out the attack. For years, Iran has accused Israel of assassinations and murder attempts of its nuclear scientists. In 2018, Fakhreddin, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right, Fakhreddin was identified by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as the head of a now defunct project to produce a nuclear weapon. Tehran denies ever trying to militarize its nuclear industry. In 2015, it agreed to accept restrictions on its nuclear activities in exchange for the lifting up sanctions and business opportunities under the so-called JCPOA nuclear deal. The Trump administration sided with Israel in branding the JCPOA the worst deal ever made and broke it, launching instead a campaign to damage Iran with harsh economic sanctions. It also carried out the assassination of a senior Iranian general in January during his visit to Iraq. claiming that it was an act of self-defense against unspecified terrorist attacks he had been planning. After the assassination of Fakhreddinejad, Iran warned the US and Israel against taking adventuristic measures during the final days of the Trump presidency. The Israeli government has offered no comments on the developments so far. So you see, this is definitely getting very, very hot. This is another precept I'm bringing out. This is Jeremiah 15:45. See. Jeremiah 50, verse 45 reads, "Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he had purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw with them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. As the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations." So the Lord is making this happen. The Lord is making this happen in Babylon. The U.S. is involved in this very, very complicated situation. Where you see this thermonuclear missiles are involved as the main subject of this situation. They're trying to stop the development of their Iran's nuclear missiles, right? Because they are going into war, and this is a strategic plans that they're doing. Let's see, I'll bring out another one here. Another precept. Jeremiah 30, verse 10. "Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, said the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, said the Lord, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet I will not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished." So the Lord is going to save Jacob, which is the so-called Negro, so-called Latinos, so-called natives, the true Israelites, from the blood of Isaac. So we have to understand that the Lord is the one who's in power of all things, and this is happening for the elect's sake. I'm bringing a couple more precepts here. Because that's the main topic right now: nuclear missiles, nuclear power. We just had also what was it? Beijing, right? For the first time, building and turning on their nuclear reactor, and they're planning on constructing 6 more. See that? So that's when we're in that time, man. Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose. This is Jeremiah 30, verse 10. Zechariah 9 and 6. reads, "And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, and I will take away his blood out of his mouth, and his abominations from between his teeth. But he that remaineth, even he, shall be for our power, and he shall be as a governor in Judah, and Ekron as a Jebusite. And I will encamp about my house because of the army, because of him that passeth by, and because of him that returneth, and no oppressor shall pass through them that anymore. For now have I seen with my eyes." So those people that are in Israel today, majority of those people are the fake Jews, fake Israelites. They're not really they're not supposed to be in that land. They're not supposed to be in that land. So the Lord is giving them what they deserve. And he's bringing drama onto the earth in war, because the Lord is a man of war. And this is my last precept, my last two precepts. Let's see. Revelation 9, Revelation 2, Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works in tribulation, in poverty, but thou art rich. Right? So we are the real rich generation. The real richness is this word. Although we are poor in the flesh and in the system, we hold the true riches, which is being an Israelite, being a true Israelite. Everything that we have been stolen, due to the curses. And it's a spirit, because the year of Jubilee is upon us. So the Lord is ready to really come back, and redeem his elect. It says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. The crown of life, man, that's everlasting life. That's priceless. That's what we have to be fighting for. No matter how much we go through, how much tribulation, how much pain, it's gonna be all worth it. My last precept is Joel 1. Joel 1, verse 1. The word of the Lord that came to Joel, the son of Pethuel. Hear this, ye old men, and give ear, O all ye inhabitants of the land. Hath this been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers? Tell ye your children of it, and let your children tell their children, and their children another generation. That which the palm worm hath left hath the locust eaten, and that which the locust hath left hath a cankerworm eaten, and that which the cankerworm hath left hath the caterpillar eaten. Awake, ye drunkards, and weep and howl, all ye drinkers of wine, because of the new wine, for it is cut off from your mouth. Right? So the Lord is pulling that cup of wine, right? He's basically stopping the party of Babylon. Everybody was always happy, or like on selling and buying and just focus on their businesses. But now, if you see, everything is being shut off. That's the Lord pulling His Spirit out of this place. He's transforming this place and revealing what this place really is. Which is basically a graveyard. This is hell right here. But soon people are gonna see this place in its true form, in its true evil form. With that, I want one more precept. This is verse 6. For a nation is come upon my land, strong and without number, whose teeth are the teeth of a lion, and he hath the teeth of a great lion. He hath laid my vine waste and barked my fig tree. He hath made a clean bare and cast it away. The branches thereof are made white. Lament like a virgin girded with sackcloth for the husband of her youth. The meat offering and the drink offering is cut off from the house of the Lord. The priest and the Lord's minister mourn. The field is wasted, the land mourneth, for the corn is wasted. The new wine is dried up, the oil languisheth. Be ye ashamed, O ye husbandmen, howl, O ye vine dressers, for wheat and for the barley, because the harvest of the field is perished. The vine is dried up, and the fig tree languisheth. The pomegranate tree, the palm tree also, the apple tree, even all the trees of the field are withered, because joy is withered away from the sons of men. Right? The Lord is, see, that's beautiful. The Lord is taking away the pride of this place. The Lord is taking away the strong drink. And like it said, let's see if I bring it up, I'll read it again. The joy, because the joy is withered away from the sons of men. See that? There's no joy in this place like it used to. Every year it's just becoming worse and worse and worse. And now this year you really see people completely through. There's no holiday spirit, you know what I'm saying? It's all thanks to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. With that, I want to end it, giving all praises to the Heavenly Father and the Son. Kal, Halal, La, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim, Rakak Wadash. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Abal Babal, Kam Yasharala, Shalom.